Alright, so this is going to be a reading for Leo. And for the Leo that I'm reading for today, I'm seeing that there's something that you want and you kind of know that you want it, but you may have some reservations when it comes to actually going after it and pursuing it. Or you could just be kind of stuck in your head. There could be some type of mental blockage basically towards pursuing whatever this is. However, with the oracle cards for the day being We Are the World, Possibilities, and Moment to Moment, I'm seeing that it's time for you to. I'm seeing like a bird leaving its cage. So I'm seeing that it's time for you to kind of fly away and explore. With We Are the World and Possibilities, I'm really getting this sense that either you could be traveling or connecting to people around the world or outside of your local community. And it's not just about going to these places, but actually making connections while you're there. And that these connections are going to open doors for you. There's many possibilities within those connections, and that your world itself is really going to expand. So many of you could be feeling like you're ready to kind of bust out, especially as we kind of gear up and get ready for Leo season, which is happening in a couple of months. There could be this feeling of like freedom and needing to be free and kind of opening up to the possibilities as they present themselves to you. And with the Oracle card Moment to Moment, it's almost like you're going to get into this flow where you are just connecting with people more and more the more present that you are and the more connected that you are to your own energy. So there's a lot going on in this reading today, Leo, and I'm going to dive into it. But before I do, I just want to say thank you so much for being here and for receiving this reading. If you'd like to lend your energy to the channel, you can like and subscribe, and that'll help me manifest messages for you that resonate more with you. I also offer personal readings, and if you'd like a personal reading, you can email me. My email is down below in the description box. But without further ado, Leo, let's go ahead and see what is going on here for you. So it does look like you know what it is that you want, and it's almost like you've made a decision to pursue that, and it comes through as sort of a commitment to yourself and a commitment to what you know to be true about yourself. So you know what it is that you desire, and not just what it is that you desire, but it's almost like your path has been made clear to you in some way, and you've kind of made this commitment to go towards that and to follow whatever this knowledge is. Let's take a look at that. It's looking like something here didn't work out for you, and it comes through as a little bit heartbreaking. Maybe there was some wounding involved. But at the same time, it looks like it taught you a lot about what it is that you want over time or what it is that you want for yourself. And even though whatever this was kind of difficult, it's looking like it was ultimately in your path so that you could heal from it and then learn something from the healing process over time. There's a lot of air energy present today, so you could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, or you could have that energy in your chart somewhere. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but it's coming through. You could have been holding back from being known, and it's like there's something along your path that has to do with you being known. Perhaps like just engaging with other people, like I was saying. You could be meant to kind of give people advice or, engage with people, talk to people, something like that. But for some reason, you were kind of rejecting moving in that direction. And this has to do with connecting to people in some way. And I see that in the past, maybe you held back from that connection, or you said, I can't move in that direction. I can't hope for that. I can't even desire that. But it comes through as a really deep desire with the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck and the Star. It's like you were always meant to kind of move towards other people or be in community with other people, engage with other people, but you held yourself back. This could have had to do with some type of anxiety or like limiting belief system. Maybe you had some kind of negative self esteem. And there was a part of you that wanted to move towards people and kind of really jump into this energy that was around you of connection and moment to moment living and travel and energy. I'm hearing dance for some of you, but it's almost like you held yourself back and you kind of rejected this pathway for yourself. With the Judgment card, it seems like eventually you realized that things weren't moving forward for you and you were kind of upset about the ways that things were going. It could have felt like for a really long time you were at a standstill in your life, and it's almost like your higher self came through and like held up a mirror to you to say like, is this really what you want for yourself? Is this what you want for your life? Are you really moving forward the way you want to be moving forward? Because you come through as being a little bit disappointed that you weren't moving in the direction that you truly wanted, and so it's almost like you had to take a moment to really look at, why am I not moving forward the way that I want? And what is it that I can commit myself to more that would allow me to do that? I see that at times you could feel lonely, or you could feel like you're on this path alone, that you have to support yourself, that you can't rely on other people. And that is kind of misleading because it's more that like you may be stronger by yourself at times. And there may be times when the universe comes in and redirects you to relying more on yourself or being by yourself, and you see that as a negative thing, but it's actually an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to establish your independence and your individuality and to really stand out on your own and say, this is who I am, regardless of the other energies around me. But I see you in your brain kind of receiving that experience and thinking that it's a negative one, thinking that you're not enough, or you're all alone, or why doesn't anyone want to be around me, or maybe you feel rejected by someone. And it's actually a positive thing, but you just don't see it that way. And something in your foundation really shifted here. And it's time for your thoughts to shift in accompaniment with that. It's like, you may not even realize it, but some of the things that you've been telling yourself and that you've always told yourself about how the world works or what's possible for you are really limiting beliefs that have kept you stuck in that singular place that you haven't wanted to necessarily stay in. And it's like currently you could be going through some type of tower moment, some type of huge, deep change or shift in your material life. That is kind of making you question, am I on the right path? Am I going to be okay? What's going on here? And you're trying to figure it out, and you're trying to be really logical about it, but whatever this situation is, it really defies logic. It doesn't necessarily make sense because it's actually meant to shift the ways that you interact with the entire world. It's almost like, I don't know why I keep getting this image, but I'm getting this image of someone who's only ever stayed in their room or in their house or in their town, and they don't realize it, but there's this whole bustling world just outside of those walls or just outside of those perimeters. And if this person would just step out from what they know to be true, they would find so much else out there kind of waiting for them, but they haven't really recognized that, and they haven't seen that yet. I'm seeing that you've been kind of closed off from love, or you may feel kind of closed off from love, and it's almost like it's time for you to have this shift where you're more open to love, you're more open to loving energies around you, and because you've been in this place where maybe you just haven't accessed that, or you haven't felt that, you haven't been open to love or open to your heart space. It's like something is shifting, something's coming towards you. Um, an opportunity, a connection, something like that. And it's also just at the edge of your fingertips. And all you really have to do is reach out for it. But because you've been kind of in this headspace of keeping yourself kind of small or keeping yourself confined, you may not realize that it's there, or you just may not see it. You may not see that it's coming. And there's something out there that's trying to reach you. And I'm seeing that it's going to be something that makes you feel really good here, really confident, really connected, very seen. Let's take a look at what is coming for you. I'm seeing that you don't see it yet. Like, obviously, you're going to, like, have some type of understanding once you've listened to this reading, but I'm seeing that you're not really seeing how good it's going to be, or that you have this connection coming towards you, because you're kind of locked up in your little bubble right now. This could be something that comes in for you in Leo season or within 2 months. Wow, it comes in very suddenly, and it's just like a very powerful energy. I kind of see you being swept off your feet by someone who you really admire, someone who could be kind of like your dream person. Cancer, Leo season are both significant, and it comes in very suddenly. It's like all of a sudden you're moving towards this like beautiful person. Let's see what else we can find out about this person. Someone who's going to be very giving, someone who it's going to kind of feel like, oh, like this whole time I've been by myself. I didn't even realize that someone else could add. And they're really going to add to your foundation. Like, you come through as a very sturdy person, someone who really kind of maybe has their stuff together compared to other people around you, or you've just gotten really comfortable supporting yourself. And this is going to be someone who's going to be able to kind of add that missing piece for you. They themselves might be really stable. They might be really giving. I see them being someone who's very financially stable. Maybe they have a career underway. They're very, confident themselves, very established, and they have something to add to your life in particular that's going to make you feel very cared for and like very balanced. You're not going to feel like you're giving to this person and you're waiting around. No, this person's going to come through and they're going to add to your abundance. You could feel really tired of love when you meet this person. You could feel kind of like exhausted from dating or exhausted from heartbreak, and this person kind of pours love all over that. They kind of show you like, no, it's safe to love again. It's safe to open up. It's safe to connect. This person's going to kind of hold you through whatever pain you've experienced in the past. I don't see them being judgmental. I see them kind of loving you through that experience. And maybe they're also going to have gone through hardship, or they're also kind of getting over something. And I see you kind of meeting them when you're in this space of being kind of hurt by love. And this experience kind of heals you after all of that. And you kind of start to open up. You kind of start to feel like, oh, like, maybe I was closed off when I should have been open. Like, I should have been open to new connections. There's a part of you that's been closed off, and you're going to kind of open that door back up and step into a new part of yourself. It comes through as feeling like a new beginning. But it also comes through as just like a little opportunity, a little chance meeting or something that then kind of turns into more. Let's take a look at that. There's a sense of like nothing's happening, like nothing's really moving in my life. And that is deceptive. Like, your feeling of I'm not moving forward or nothing's happening or I'm not meeting anyone, it's like you're being prepared for like the right connection, or like you've had to go through what you've gone through in order to come to this at the right time or something like this. And especially for those of you that are traveling, you may meet someone on your travels. I'm feeling that really specifically. And I'm also feeling that if you're not traveling or you're not getting out of the house, now is really the time to follow your intuition, tap into your intuition, and get yourself out of your comfort zone. You know, you're not going to meet people and connect if you're just sitting in your house. And someone out there is like waiting for you to come out of your shell or something like that. And so you're feeling kind of negative, I think, like kind of doubting all of this. You could be listening to this and thinking, yeah, right, this is someone else's reading because I'm just not that person. Like all I do is play video games all day or something. And that's not true. Like this reading is for you. Like you're going to get out there and you're going to meet someone and it's going to shock you. Like it's going to shock you. All right, let's get 3 cards of advice for Leo from the universe. They're saying hold on and believe. Hold on and believe that you are going to connect, that you are going to love again, that someone's going to want you, that someone's going to come towards you. You know, like it's going to take strength and it's going to take self-discipline for you to quiet the voice in your head that says this isn't possible for me or I'm not worthy of this. You're going to have to reach within yourself and heal that and heal your heart. And if this hasn't come through for you yet, it's because you're on this healing process of healing whatever you went through in the past and feeling rejected and not getting what you want and things not working out for you. And once you've healed that, there's going to be space for this to come through and you're going to feel adventurous and you're going to feel curious and you're going to feel open to the world. But focus on that healing and don't just sit there and wait for the time to pass. You know, like be very intentional about loving yourself, about caring for yourself. Ask yourself, you know, what do I have to bring to a connection, not just what do other people have to bring to a connection, and really start to nurture yourself so that when things do come through that feel like opportunities, that feel like good connections, you're actually ready to receive them. Spirit's saying this is a time for you to heal. So if you're feeling stagnant in your life, it's not that nothing's happening. There's healing work that's meant to be happening under the surface, but you kind of have to dive in and take advantage of that in order to be ready. So that's what I have for you, Leo. I hope this helps. I hope it resonates, and I'll see you next time.